Hi guys, I am trying to do really interesting series this month. As you notice, I did Gypsy and I did monthlies because we are going into this Mercury Retrograde. So check my Mercury Retrograde video. I'm going to put it somewhere in the corner if I remember, and if not, just cruise my channel. I just post it on the same day. And I figured, because many of you will want to know if their X is coming back. So here is the X series here. X series is still, I guess, on a special. It's not $65, it is still $50, so take advantage of it. Check me on cattarot.ca, www.cattarot.ca. And I also have a speed up promotion, so you get it within a week. So it's a good time to kind of grab it. And also, whatever it is, a general reading here doesn't have to be you. So that's a good news or bad news depending on what the reading is. I am using these cards. They are from a different deck. I have the same cards in this deck. For example, these are just the titles of the book, and they are kind of signifying to me the category. It took me quite a few years to develop the concept that actually works, that I can actually really securely say the answer. So this category here is going to tell me really everything that is going on for you as a couple. This is going to tell me everything that is ungluing you as a couple. So here I'm going to be able to know if your relationship is ever if there is a possibility for ever making it. I'm using the fire here for dating because Queen of Wands and Knight of Wands, whether you're like girl to girl, boy and boy, maybe you should use woman to woman to be politically correct, and I hate being politically correct. And the energies and communication in between. The reason why I'm using Wands is, one, I'm rule breaker. I'm Aquarius, and I don't like to follow things, especially when they don't make sense. So astrology and tarot can be linked together. It does make sense, but when we are dating, we all shift initially, and even when we kind of reunite with someone, we don't go immediately, okay, thanks for coming, I'm going to just sit on a couch and finish my movie. No, we don't go to our regular mode. We are into this dating mode, and that is action, that is fire. So that's why I'm using fire. And these two categories are going to really tell me about the outcome. One, if this is in your best interest, if karma really wants you to do that, and really what is the next step and how is this going to progress. So now when you have this common introduction, please don't ask me why do I have the same cards everywhere, because each and every time it happens. So I was really quick with this, and I'm going to go and start with the reading for each sign. So let's go. What's up? You wanna join Gemini reading? Come on. Come on. Come on. Hi Gemini, you have a big helper. And I thought something big would happen when I saw 4 majors coming out in your reading. Hi Seffi, is everything going to be okay for Geminis? You don't have to show them you're behind, right? Where's pretty girl? Say hi to Geminis. Say hi to twins. Twins? Here is the camera. You know the camera. You know, here. Yeah, say hi. That's it, say hi. You don't have to break it. You say hi. Say hi. Yes, you did mess up the cards, but that's normal. Do you love me? A lot? A lot? Do you love me a lot? Do you love Geminis a lot? How much? Okay. Can I read now? You go here. You drink OJ, okay? Yeah, the cat likes oranges. So Gemini, introduction by Safi. I'm going to get a whole bunch of comments. Oh my gosh, the cat, the cat, the cat. And guess what? I don't care. There you go. Anybody can get upset. I love my Safi. So what are we having over here, guys? So let's get serious. You started with 4 major arcanas. First of all, guys, this is a general reading. That doesn't mean this is yours, or it means that definitely if you want to check your own situation, you should probably get your personal reading to be really precise. Now, the Tower, the situation is falling apart. Oh my God, something is not going to sit well, and you're going to go down with a big bang. The situation is asking for somebody to learn the lesson, to see things from a different angle, but this person is just like a bull in the china shop. I was like actually really shocked when I seen this coming out. It kind of like really felt this is possibly kind of Taurus, but hey, I just finished Taurus. It cannot be Taurus reading. So it is kind of interesting. Look at this, like how separated energies we have. I clearly see one energy up to here, right? This is one energy, and then another energy right here. So it is clearly telling me that when this happens, and happens very rarely, that you and a partner are simply not on the same page. And I have to say that one partner here is trying to be collaborative, trying to figure out how to find a solution, really tired of bickering and push and pull. And the other partner, and I don't know which one is which, you guys know this better, another partner is just like creating problems, and problems are also going to be created in this period, even if you don't create them, because one, it's a Mercury retrograde, two, the Tower. Hello, Tower. I think that probably should be called Mercury retrograde card, because this is pretty much anything that can go wrong will go wrong. This card talks about when things are not set up properly, like, I mean, the ending is not happy ending, so it has to be rebuilt, and this is like right out of the gate card. The Hermit card, being in the category it needs to be glued, talks about not really getting inside. These two cards are very similar. One is self-understanding, another one is talking about understanding of the others. And you guys are, somebody here is going to be very secretive in this time period. So let's see where this goes. 4 of Pentacles reversed, 5 of Swords reversed, 4 of Cups, King of Wands, 6 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. Very mixed energy. Sheesh. Up and down. It's just like I should probably start naming this kind of readings. This is a zigzag energy that I see over here. Look, I told you here, like somebody is tired of bickering, somebody's just like simply giving up. So okay, fine, you win, just, you know, like just not to be involved, kind of like dropping everything. So you or one person becomes a winner without realization that they actually really didn't win. And this is confirmed here. This is what they call it, Pyrrhic victory, right? Pyrrhic victory, when you win and you brag that you're a winner, basically what you won, and it's like really not something to brag about, kind of a thing. So let's say you win a chess against a toddler or something, and this is definitely again telling this has to be repaired. And it's kind of funny that one party here is just like not cluing in, it's not getting it. This is one of those things which adult doesn't tell another adult. We do not spell somebody, look, you need to be fair, you need to treat me with respect. And frankly, one person is getting really disgusted here with another person. It's fed up and kind of like ready to move forward. There's going to be some kind of action over here. I think it's kind of weird that one of the partners is really willing to even work in spite of this. I honestly see this as two people. I do see this as some kind of like wall. There we go. We have the wall here in the reading for some kind of reason. And it's not supposed to be this way. It's supposed to be interactive, and this is how I designed it, to kind of create this merge and to see if it's coming together. And here I see a big wall. Whether this is that you guys simply do not want to bridge it and you don't want to kind of like mountain climb this wall, or you're just like fed up with everything, and you're figuring out, you know what, maybe this is really not worth it to me. Because you see, this one partner is here trying to see, okay, if I were to continue with this partner, where would I be? How would this end up? Would I be happy, or would this bickering continue? And it's almost like business plan. Like, is this kind of like going to be something that in the future maybe I can overlook few things from this person, but the other things will be okay, and how basically do I go about it, right? It's kind of like going to be very, very tricky, right? But the other person just doesn't want to get on this, basically it's just like not part of this game for some reason. There is like here somebody extremely stubborn. I mean, I really can't wait to hear your input on this, because this I have never seen this. Honestly, I have never seen this. So it's going to be really interesting to see what is hiding really behind this, or why. So now this is kind of very tricky. Who is this King of Wands? Some cool person that shows up, somebody who is really so much fun to date, that I don't know if this is a new person in addition, you kind of have additional offer, or basically you are kind of getting fed up to the point saying, you know what, I'm cool, or you know, this person is, and maybe this also could mean okay, let's kind of play along. But this is definitely telling me about a possible date or conversation, and something that might sound really promising, something that might sound okay, so this is going to go in some kind of direction, we are actually going to get somewhere. And then you see, the partner is also willing to collaborate. Here is like that sense of, okay, so let's see what is fair. There's this merchant scale, and in this merchant scale, this person over here is saying, okay, let's kind of like create a situation that you get what I get, kind of like, right? Like, this person is very collaborative, but this person isn't. This person is like literally a petulant child that just is going me, 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 me. And you tell them, look, you are the one who poked other people. You are the one who did it. It's no wonder that you got it back. Me, 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 me. So I'm telling you, this is just kind of like really totally bizarre reading. And this person is finally saying, okay, I don't know what to do with this. Maybe this cannot work long run. There is like this Knight of Cups. There is like somebody appearing. There is a love offer. But you're Gemini, you're air sign. For Gemini, this love offer doesn't work. That's that knight in the shining armor that everybody dreams about, and that works well for many signs, but not for Gemini. Because simply you'll just hand them basically their behind and tell them to go away. Roses are nice, but you guys really crave a person that is highly intellectual, that can actually have gusto to offer. But right now, I really am seeing a lot of self-doubt, lots of self-examination. You are simply going to be, somebody here will be crushed down to a point that, look, this cannot continue like this. This has to be rebuilt. Of course, and you're getting the justice. The karma is stepping in and saying, if you don't do it yourself, I'm going to crush you. And look at this. We have now two cards. The only two cards with merchant scale in this entire deck. Can you see that? And both of them are in balance. And this one is saying, I'll decide what is the balance. And now this is the air sign. This one isn't. So what is basically finally behind is this dark period. And I'm not going to lie to you. You guys, one person here in this party of two is going to have a tough time. And they will not even understand that probably they are the problem. There is like this definition of like, I can't go on like this. There is a problem. So again, we have some kind of Knight of Pentacles. It's all reversed. It's kind of digging the hole deeper. This kind of behavior could actually push person behind, because after all, we depend on each other, and we depend on interaction. And if one person is either secretive or is not willing to merge, then the opportunities are not extended. Yeah, look. Somebody here doesn't want to commit on something. It could be some money. Be very careful with investments. I just want to mention this. I know this is the next reading, but I think it's you, Gemini, who don't want to commit. I think it's you who a little bit, to really be honest, it could be somebody who is a Leo that you're dealing with. It could be Virgo. It could be water signs. Even could be Cancer and Leo. But overall, there's like this huge sense of, I just like want to leave my options open. So the person is actually going to feel devastated. The other person is going to feel like, gosh, I tried everything. I tried everything. I tried to see eye to eye with you. I tried to see where we can go from here. But because look at this. Two of them are here walking by the church. So think about it. Don't think about it as a painting, because honestly, this is like everything that is on my fridge, such as today, if you're not going to eat cookies, becomes just a painting, and it loses any impact on me, right? So let's analyze this a bit. So what do we have? We have a church window and two beggars who are barefooted, cold, broken, unhealthy. So what is a positive in this card? A positive is they have each other, I guess. You know what they say, you always have to look for silver lining. And they're not dead. Not. You're back? You feel bad for these people? Oh, that's so nice. You're such a nice, kind girl. Are you going to warm up? Are you going to snuggle up with them to be warm? Will you get them your food? Huh? Will you hunt mice for them? You see, and that's a positive. You actually do get people who are willing to extend the kindness. Now, isn't this the institution that is supposed to extend the kindness? Why are they not knocking on this door? Why are they not asking for food and for shelter? So that's a big question in this card. The question is like, what have they done to be shunned from the institution that is designed to do that? So if you're going to mess everything. So, but this reverses as the kind of like came in the situation. You see, this window now becomes the door, and now they can enter. Now kind of what's up, Safi? Now the situation can actually reverse. Maybe finally this healing is going to take place. But it's also the realization of, okay, I have to figure out, and I have to actually start getting along with the others, because this is again putting yourself down to some other people's methods and teachings and rules, right? And in order to be accepted to this church and not to be shunned as here, like you sort of like have to, you know, make your amends. So you know what they say, beggars are not choosers, kind of a thing, right? So let's see where this goes. This person is heartbroken. This person, yes, Safi. Is this Gemini is heartbroken? Or the other person? Both? Well, this is not good. This is the card of rejection, but it's sort of like just like this, right? Like it is reversed. So this rejection is now getting the form of action. So what's going on, baby? And I don't know, like this kind of like on some signs she just shows up. I actually even did get a reading to see why she does that, and the psychic told me, and it's a special psychic that specializes in reading for past pets and pet behavior. I simply was intrigued to check her out. She's in Seattle area, and so basically she said the Safi feels that I extend my energy on the table, and she loves it, and she feels that I'm really present, sort of like that zen, like in the moment, and she really connects with me on that level. And I guess she also connects the cards. Yes, I love you, Safi. And right now, what did you do? I have to memorize everything that has been. You come here, you come here, and there is enough. She missed the second part. Okay, guys, what I've seen here is that somebody is moving on. Somebody just like got fed up it's moving forward, it's leaving the stuff behind. Like this is like already the third card with that kind of feeling that the worst is over, that impact has been made, etc. So since Safi kind of like made this new arrangement of these cards, let's do the last raw that I want to see where we go. So voila, here we are, Geminis. Oh my gosh, look at this. Well, good news, bad news. Which one do you want first? Look at this. You have 9, 7, and 8, all in fire. So you guys are kind of like getting activated, which is really good. Mercury, like you are like ruled by Mercury, so you're going to be really, really affected, right? You and Virgos. And this is like showing up really, really clearly. I would say somewhere there toward the end, just like when we'll start exit out of it. Look what she did. You're going to say, okay, you know what, this was tough, because this is now relating back to this Hermit that you had over here, right? Because this was promising that it's putting you in balance, and you are put in balance, because Hermit was reversed and this one is upright. So look at him, he's bruised, and he's saying, I'm going forward. Look at her. She maybe is not bruised, but she is in fear. She doesn't understand that she's actually free to go, but she's stuck. She has this energy of denial, of not even trying to remove the blindfold, right? This is the communication. Well, Mercury rules communication, and there'll be a whole bunch of issues with communication. In fact, this is going to work for you, and the less you communicate with this person, actually is going to be better. As far as this person, they for some reason can't communicate with you. So this is going to be the flavor over here, where you or one person is going to just decide to give up. I give up. I tried hard. I didn't get anywhere. I do give up. The Lover's card, your card, when it reverses, talks about, okay, you know what, I'm not committing for anything. And this is the flavor I had all along, even without help of Safi. As you can see right now, we have tarot salad, right? But we do know like what's going on here. The problem is, just like with Mercury retrograde, it's a clouded vision. Please check my Mercury retrograde thing. It's going to be somewhere here. Just click on it and you will connect to the other video. The moon talks that blindfolded kind of like feeling is like you're in a fog. Where are you going? Can you run when you're in this situation? It almost looks like you're trying to do that, and this is not going to end well, guys. I do see, like I did see some people, I did see that, since ultimately the question is, my ex coming back? The ex is going to try to come back. It's kind of weird. You're telling them, I want you back, or one person is saying, I want you back. The other person is saying, no, it doesn't look like. You're kind of like chasing these rainbows, right? Look at this. We have like these 3 6s, so this is basically a soulmate, kind of like a flavor. But also when we have these 3 6s, we are talking about completely being out of balance. It's like on days that I feel high anxiety, I'm going to simply kind of like jump at me and kind of like glare in my face. And this is really jumping at you in this period, because everything will go through your head from, I'm very important, I don't want to tell you what I know, and this kind of like secrecy was here. And I think, if I remember, yeah, we had a High Priestess, which is the same thing, and she was in a category what needs to be glued. So two cards out of 2 with this. 2 cards out of 2 that we have with Merchant Scales. The things have to be kind of like in balance. So guys, you need to kind of see things from somebody else's perspective. Without that, this cannot go forward. The reading is actually amazing. Look at this major arcanas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that's it. 8 majors. This guy is out of 22. It's a biggie. So I have to tell you that you will be highly affected during this time period, and I really hope you guys listen to my video and deal with this, because what you are not understanding, what one party is not understanding, the other party actually wants to come closer, and because of that secretive nature, this is not going to go ahead. And then basically there is this, I am going in the action. Kind of has a feeling of being together but being so far apart that this is going to be really interesting to hear your comments. So my dear Gemini, I wish you all the best. Safi, you interfered a lot. Are you going to say good night to Gemini? I guess so. That's good night. So Geminis, this is a general reading, and apologies for the tarot salad. And if you want your private one, please contact me via cattarot.ca. Thank you so much. Love you.